Hello, my Instagram followers. Hi, Facebook members. Okay, so let's wait for the interconnection or the connection kicks in. So I see some eyeballs so that I know you're here with me. Hey, Christine. Thank you for joining me. Hey, Carla. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Siobhan. Hi, Natasha. Thank you for joining me on Instagram. You know, it's interesting. Instagram is so much faster. And then we have Be Husky 21. I know who you are. Okay, all right. Sorry, sometimes I don't remember the name of my members when I see their Instagram handle. Okay, all right. Somebody just say hi, May, on Facebook. So please click on StreamYard. Allow StreamYard to publish your name. Otherwise, I will know who you are. Hi, Stella. Nice to see you on Facebook. Okay, so hi, Joanne. Hey, Sean. Okay, so my YouTube subscribers, thank you for joining me on our weekly Wednesday Facebook Live tutorial. Same thing for my IG followers. Same thing for my Facebook members. So I decide to, hey, Brittany. Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, so Riverview Lake House, thank you for joining us. So Ray City Events, thank you for joining us as well. So, okay, yeah, decided to change the scenery because where I normally is upstairs, the lighting is not very good today. It's a little cloudy. And then normally I will sit over there on my dining table and the light is not coming in. So you know what? Let you have a view of my home. Or actually just a part of my home. So hi, Jennifer. Thank you for your patience, people. So I know that I'm 5 minutes in and I was trying to find the right spot and making sure that I sit up tall enough so everybody can see me. Okay, so thank you so much for giving me your time again to join me on Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. So for those of you who is watching me the very first time, my name is May Yo Silvers. I am the owner of this Facebook group that you are in right now. I am the owner of May Yo Silvers, which is my Instagram handle. As probably some of you have noticed, I've changed my Instagram handle to May Yo Silvers, no longer at events for anyone because people recognize me by my name more than my company name. So, and I am also the owner of M2 Hospitality, a multiple six-figure event planning company, and the founder, event mentor, and coach for events for anyone, another business of mine, where we provide a mentorship program called the Unstoppable Eventrepreneur to event planners like you to help you start and grow your event planning company into a multiple six-figure profit business as well. So, okay, for Facebook, so I have quite a few of you that is a Facebook user, so I can't see your name. So hi, Dorothy. Hi, Siobhan. Thank you for joining me on Instagram. This is the first time that my Instagram viewers is beating my Facebook. Okay, now you're equal. My Facebook viewers. So, okay. So regardless, you know what? Even if I have nobody viewing my Facebook Live, I will still deliver the content because I know that you will find the time to go back and watch the replay, right? So at the end of the day, I'm here to serve you and then you will receive it when you're ready. Okay. All right. Hi, Dorothy. Okay. So now today I want to talk about how your mindset will ultimately affect your business finance. How you manage your business finance is going to impact how your business is going to be. It's going to impact the growth of your business, how fast your business is going to grow. It's going to impact the journey while you're building your empire, okay? How your mindset will affect how you manage your business finance. So, hey, Sean, thank you for joining us. So I have to end at 12:30 sharp because I have my mastermind call with people inside my mentorship program at 12:30. Okay, so now I'm going to go straight into the teaching right now. Okay, the mindset number one. Okay, mindset number one. And I know a lot of people do that, especially when you first start your business. Okay, mindset number one. That's going to impact your business growth, how you manage your business finance, is you want to do everything yourself. Okay, doing everything yourself, even when it's not your zone of genius. What do I mean by that? when you're starting your business, okay, you feel that you know your branding the best, you know how you want to communicate your brand, and also you want to save money. Okay, you want to save money. This is the cold hard truth. When you first start your business, you are afraid to invest in your business because you say there's no money coming in. There's no money coming in, and I don't want to have to pay people to do things so that you don't have to spend more money, right? When you use the word spend, spend has this meaning, has this trigger in you that immediately makes you think that when you spend, you don't get a return. Okay, that means it's gone. You don't get any form of return. So be very, very mindful when you use the word spend. I'm going to spend money here, I'm spending money there. When you use the word spend, that means you're not getting anything back in return. So as a business owner, and I'll tell you, as a two business owner, and both of them are in the six figures, making six-figure profit, okay? Not just sales, six-figure profit, I have stopped using the word spend. I start using the word invest, okay? Even when I go shopping, when I go buy, like my pillow just came, a Tempur-Pedic pillow that cost me $200. When I went to pay for it, I said, I'm going to invest in my sleep. I'm going to pay $200 for this pillow to invest in my sleep because I need that good rest so that when I wake up the next day, I feel refreshed. And that is my return, okay? So when you're thinking about your business, don't think that you're spending money. Think about how are you investing your money. So if you decide to do everything yourself, especially when you are starting your business because you feel that money is not coming in, you have this scarcity mindset that, oh my God, I already don't have money coming in. I cannot believe I have to spend more money to grow my business. Okay? So I want you to really catch that thought, really catch that thinking when you're thinking that way. So when you are trying to do everything yourself, I'm going to give you one example. Doing your website, okay? Creating your website, creating your social media. Anything, if you're technologically challenged, like me, okay? If you're technologically challenged, like me, okay? Doing my own website, oh my God, it's probably the biggest pain in the butt for me. I tried to do it myself, okay? Even with the amount of money that I make, at the point of time, I still have a little bit of the scarcity mindset. I was like, for events for anyone, I haven't made any money for it yet. So I don't want to spend that money. That was a year ago, okay, before I started events for anyone. So I just built that business and I haven't have any clients yet. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to spend that money to hire someone to do my website. So guess what? I fiddled with it for 2 weeks, okay? And I didn't get anywhere. And during that 2 weeks, I was angry, I was frustrated, I was impatient, I was about to throw away my computer because I just can't figure it out. But I keep telling myself, hey, I am smart, okay? I am smart. I can do this. I can go figure it out myself. I'm smart. I can do this. So, okay, I gave myself that 2 weeks that I'm smart, I can do this. And then after the end of the 2 weeks, I am done. I realized that, you know what's the smart thing to do? Pay someone, invest in someone to go do what I was struggling for 2 weeks and then get it done. Guess what? I hired Sean, okay? My EDO, everything digital officer. And he did my website and he did it in 48 hours, okay? Can you imagine that 2 weeks that I tried to figure things out myself? What could I have done? What could I have done with my time for those 2 weeks? I could have used those time to market events for anyone because it's a new business. I could have used that time to create more content. I could have used that time to reach out to more people to join my Facebook group. I could have used the time to do so many things to market the business so that I grow the visibility of the brand. But no, I decided to save that money because I don't want to spend that money. Okay, so I decided to just save that $500, $800. I don't even remember how much it cost. Okay, and so that I don't want to spend that money. Okay, but then in hindsight, I was right now, if 2020 is all about hindsight, right? If I think about it now, oh my God, that 2 weeks is 80 hours, okay, people? 80 hours. I could have used that 80 hours to reach out to more people. And I could have gotten more people to follow me, and I could have gotten a client, okay? And I'll tell you, immediately after Sean built my website, I gained back my time and I start talking to people. Guess what? I signed on 2 clients, okay? Even before the program was launched. So if you have this mindset that I'm spending my money, instead of thinking, if I didn't use my time in a better manner that is going to propel my success, what could happen? If I have used my time in a better manner, because time is finite, right? We don't have time. We don't have enough time in a day to do everything that we want to do. So we have to be so mindful about how we use our time. So if I have used that time to do more sales producing activities, profit producing activities, what could be the potential of my company? Instead of you sitting behind the computer trying to figure shit out, things that's not your zone of genius, okay? Because we are tripping over $1,000 to save $1. That is how stupid it sounds. All right, we're tripping over $1,000 so that to save $100, something like that. Okay, so you have to be so mindful. And you know what's the worst thing? It's not just the money. The worst thing is you really resist doing that. I'm going to use social media. So many of you resist doing social media because you don't know how to make a nice graphic. You don't know how to make a nice caption. You don't know how to do a nice video. And so you have so much resistance doing social media or coming on your social media, and you don't know what platform to use. You don't know how to schedule your posts. So you have you don't know where to get the ideas. You don't know what to write. You don't know how to do the hashtag. So you have all this resistance built up, okay, doing your social media. But you don't want to spend that money to hire someone to do it. So you decide to do it yourself. You say, you know what? I'm smart, just like what I thought just how I thought about it a year ago when I do my website. I'm smart. I can figure this out. I don't have the money to hire anybody. I don't have the money to hire anybody. That's what you said. Okay. So you make it a drag to want to do that thing because you don't like doing that thing. So it's like a drag for you. So it's no longer inspire action. And then you get very frustrated, right? And then you know what's the worst thing that can happen out from there? You have this frustration and resistance. Then what happened? These frustrations and resistance built. And you start to assume that building your business is going to be like this in everything that you do. You start to assume that, oh my God, is this how building a business is like? You come in with a passion, your passion for planning events. When are you going to start planning events? When can you let your passion flow without having to do all these things? Well, I'm going to break the bubble, okay? You can't let your passion flow until you get your client, all right? So you're going to build your business so that you can have a client, so that you can really enjoy what you're doing, which is planning events. But building a business is part of it. So if you don't have that mindset, okay, that you want to build your business, then I would say that you should go work for somebody else. You should be the number one employee, not the number one CEO. Go work for somebody else, get an event planning job, because entrepreneurship is not for you, okay? If you can't see yourself investing in other people to come do something that's not your zone of genius, because you will have so much resistance in building your business and you will have no business, okay? So I want you to know that, all right? If you say that you don't have money to hire somebody, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you to go find that money, because if you can put aside a little bit of money every paycheck, $10, $20, you will save up enough to hire that person, okay? You will save up enough to hire that person to do the things that you really don't like doing. So the question that I'm going to ask you is, are you willing to make that sacrifice? Because entrepreneurship requires a lot of sacrifice, not just financial, but also your time, okay? So you have to ask yourself, all right, are you willing to not go to Starbucks once a week so that you can save up that money and hire that person? Are you willing to not do your nails? All right. Are you willing to not do your nails and just do it yourself for 3 months so that you can hire that person to take away this pain of building a social media, to take away this hustle of doing something that you really don't like? Okay. So think about that. Mindset number one, trying to do everything yourself, even though it's not your zone of genius. All right. So number two, hey, Sandy, thank you for joining me. Hi, Untouchable. I like that. Untouchable Events. I like your company name. Thank you for joining me. And you, yes, Joanne, you are guilty all the time. Okay. All right. So now, hi, Ethel. Thank you for joining us. Now, mindset number two. No one can do it better than me. No one can do it better than me. How egoistic does that sound? How egoistic does that sound? Or you are just declaring to the world that you're a control freak. Okay? With this mindset, no one can do it better than me, or I'm a control freak, I'm a perfectionist. No one can do it better than me. I'm going to tell you right now, if you have this mindset when you're building your business, you just got yourself a job. Okay? This is what we call golden handcuff. You just handcuff yourself to your business. You don't have a life. You don't have a business. You have a job. Who wants to build a business that you have to show up day in, day out without being able to take a break or a vacation? Who wants to do that? Unfortunately, a lot of you are in that boat. Okay? In that boat. Trust me, you will get to a point that you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. All right? Because I have been through and I've done that, and this is where I am. All right? I show up because I want to show up, not because I have to show up. That's the difference. I show up for my business because I want to show up, not because I have to show up. When I take vacation, I have somebody else in my business to run the show for me. So when you think that no one can do it better than you, that's not true. There's always somebody who's going to do it better than you. There's always somebody who's going to be smarter than you. There's somebody who's going to be more creative than you. So understand what is your zone of genius. Understand what you can learn from other people. Okay, you got to learn how to delegate. You have to learn how to delegate, because whatever you think that you're very good at, if you're close in your mind, okay, if you're close in your mind that nobody can do it better than you, that means you stop learning. You have stopped learning. Your job as a CEO of the company is to train your people so well that they can take over your position so that you can go to another level. That is your job, okay? As a CEO of your business. Even when I was in a hotel business as a director of catering and conference services, I have made it a point that I train my team, my conference service manager, my catering manager, to do the job so well so that when I go on vacation, they can take over my day-to-day activities. All right? Emails still come to me, but they can run the department. For my own business, I have trained Christine, Stephanie, Wakena, Sean, Ty, Helen, Felicia. I have trained them so well that they can take over if I go on vacation. All right? When you delegate, that doesn't mean that you're giving up control. When you're delegating, you are in control to tell the people that you are delegating to, okay, the people that you're delegating the job to, exactly what you want and how to do it, okay? But don't restrict their creativity. Don't restrict their way of thinking. They may have some thoughts that's better than you that you don't even know because you have blinders. Every time I have a new business, okay, every time I have a new business idea, I always run by my team and say, what do you think about that? All right, and then they expand my thinking. And then every time they expand my thinking, my income expand as well. So if you handcuff yourself, okay, especially you people who are event decorators, all right, event decorators, Jennifer, you are here right now, I know, okay? If you're event decorators, you don't dare to give up control to have an operations person to run your events for you, to set up the event for you. You just limit yourself to only booking one client a day, or one client in the morning and one client at night. You just limit yourself to only being able to book 2 clients in one day. The moment I taught my clients, Helen, for instance, 2 months ago, I said that it's time for you to start delegating some of your work, go find somebody that is able to do some of your work so that you can book 2 weddings a day, 3 weddings a day. She went to work, boom. That's how she goes to almost making $50,000 inside my program in less than 1 year. Okay? Because she let go. Okay? The thing is, a staff is a staff. Before I hire anyone to do any of my work, right? I already know that they do not want to be an entrepreneur. You can have your people to sign a non-compete if all that you want. All right. The thing is, at the end of the day, right? A non-compete is good on paper, but you can send out a cease and desist letter to someone who signs a non-compete, and they can still compete with you. It's just to make it look more official. Okay. At the end of the day, sign a non-compete. Go for it. Okay. Send out a cease and desist letter. Go for it. But nobody can copy you. That's why I say your competition is you. Okay. But you got to learn how to delegate. And I told Jennifer, time for you to look for an assistant to set up the event for you so that you can show up like the boss, like the CEO, and go PR with the guest, PR with the client who hired you, look like the boss and say, this is what my team can do. All right. So that you can book multiple events in one day. Okay. Like Sean is on the edge of building her team. Okay. Yep. So exactly, Sean, I'll show you how to do it on our one-on-ones. All right. So now that's mindset number 2. No one can do it better than me. When you have this kind of mindset, you just got yourself a job. It's called a golden handcuff. All right. Now, mindset number 3, overzealous investment. Overzealous investment. That means you follow the trend. You say, oh, the trend say that, oh, I got to take this class. Oh, I got to buy that course. Oh, I got to learn how to do this. So you just invest. Just like, all right, like you say, oh my God, balloon garland is the trend. Let me go invest in buying balloons and do balloons. Go watch some YouTube. Okay, buy a lot of balloons. Okay, oh, this backdrop is in trend. Throne chair is in trend. So this backdrop is that going to iWed, spend $5,000, $6,000 going to iWed to learn all those skills. So I'm going to ask you, for those of you, right, who paid for iWed, okay, who pay for the balloon classes, what are you doing with those knowledge? What are you doing with those knowledge? It's one thing to learn a skill. It's another thing to build a business, okay? If you don't know how to build a business, having the skill is not going to get you anywhere. You will be the number 1 employee. Find a company that's going to pay you a lot of money because of your skill set. But if you don't know how to build a business, what you learn in all these practical skills is not going to grow your business. So every time you invest something, you have to ask yourself, how am I going to implement what I invest? How is this going to help me in my business? So you invest in the skill, you feel more confident that you know how to do that thing, right? How to do that thing. So now we're back to number 2, right? Mindset number 2, no one can do it better than me. So you learn how to do this. Okay, what are you going to do? You're going to be setting up the events all by yourself each time. And what happens? That means you can only book 1 event a day. So are you the person who's going to be setting up the event? So why are you, if you're not, why are you learning these skills? Why? Go hire somebody who knows how to do all these things. I don't know how to do balloons. I hate balloons. Okay, I'm afraid of them. So this backdrop stuff, if my client wants, I go hire somebody who's an event decorator by trade. And all they do is to do balloon garlands. So I hire this person to go do that thing. I hire another person to go do the backdrop. I don't have to go to iWed. I don't have to learn how to do all those things myself. If you want to do it because you want to learn how to do it, because you want to feel more confident that you have the skills, then go for it. But then do something about that skill, okay? Do something about that skill. You got to learn how to market yourself to tell the world that I'm so good with all these skills, all these things I can do, but you have no clue how to build a business. You have no clue how to market yourself. You have no clue how to get leads. You have no clue how to convert those leads into paying clients. You have no clue how to run a business in terms of the financials. What's going to happen? Tell me, what is going to happen? Do you have a business or do you have an expensive hobby? Okay? Do you have a business or expensive hobby? Like Christine, I think she wrote something about she took a certification, event planning certification class. So this is something that I say, do you need to join? Do you need to, oh, look at that. Hi, Helen. Thank you for joining me on Instagram. So do you need to get a certification? No. Practical knowledge is always the best. Get a certification, you get theory, but you got to apply what you learn, okay? And then when you apply what you learn how to plan events. What's the next step? What's the next step you want to take? When you are excellent event planner, what's the next step? Start your own business or work for other people? If you are excellent event decorator, what's the next step? How are you going to make money? Ask yourself, when I joined that, when I signed up for the IWET course, $5,000, $6,000, okay, $3,000, whatever that is, what is the final goal? What is the final goal when I buy that course? What is the final goal when I join that program? The final goal is to make money, correct? Become an unstoppable eventrepreneur, correct? Become an unstoppable eventrepreneur. And what is the definition of unstoppable eventrepreneur? Someone who turns their passion for events into a profitable business. Okay? So you have to ask yourself, what is the ultimate objective when you join a program? What's the ultimate objective when you buy a course? You have to ask yourself that. All right? So when people tell me that, oh, I went to attend who and whose class on backdrop, I went to take this class on balloon garlands, I paid for IWET. I use IWET a lot because I hear it all the time. All right, I paid $5,000, $4,000. What have you done about it? That's what I want to ask you. What have you done with what you learned? Did you build a business to showcase your skill? Did you hire somebody that you can teach them what you learn at IWET, so they are the one who's doing it, so that you can go market yourself more and book more than one event? What did you do? That's my question for you. Okay. All right. So I gotta go. Before I go, I have a little announcement. So we will have a challenge coming up. It will be the last workshop for the year. Okay. It starts on October 18th. It will be a 5 days, but it's not continuously 5 days. It's what we call the 5-day challenge to becoming an unstoppable eventrepreneur. This challenge is going to be very different because I will be teaching a lot more on the business perspective. Not so much about what I have taught in the workshop. I'll be talking about the legal terms. Day 1, October 18th. It will be the very first day. We will talk about all the legalities, all the paperwork that you need to make you legit. Okay, how to go about getting them, what do you need to do that? Okay, day 2, we'll talk about systems, process, and people, building a team. What is the software that you need to build a process? What is the workflow look like? Okay, day 3, we're going to talk about my CEO mindset and my CEO journey. All right, so I will share with you so you can already see how it looks like to become a business owner before you decide to become a business owner. And if you're already a business owner, what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. So I'm going to share that. And then on Thursday, it will be pricing and managing your business finance. I'm going to go deep into the money talk. How do you make your money work for you when you're running a business? That's day 4. All right, day 5 happens to be on a Sunday. Okay, because I want to give people some time to chill Friday and Saturday, because I also don't want to work Friday and Saturday. Hey, I'm the boss here. I can decide when I want to work, right? So on Sunday, okay, what's the date? 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24th. On the 24th, that will be the day I'm going to talk about the rookie mistakes. Things that you should be avoiding when you're starting your business or growing your business. So they're all at 8 p.m. Eastern time zone. We'll be doing it through Zoom. It's not going to be on Facebook. So if you want to sign up, comment register. If you're watching this on replay, #replay, comment register. You need to connect with your concierge in order to get the Zoom link. I'm doing it on Zoom. And every time I try to stream it to Facebook, it has not happened. So I will try, but I can't promise. So you're going to come on Zoom with me. You can have direct interaction and ask questions. I can see your face. You can see my face. I'm very excited about that. So, hey, Brittany wants to register. So your concierge is going to register you. Okay. This will be the last workshop I'm doing for the year because I'm taking November, December off. Okay. I'm going to go chill. I'm going to be focusing on something else because I will be appearing on TV, news, publications, magazines. That will where I will be focusing on. So no more workshop. This will be the last workshop for the year. So sign up, please. Okay. And I always say that, you attend my workshop, my challenge, I always have an open enrollment to come and work with me, and my price will increase after this year a lot. I want you to know that. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. My members in my paid program, please hop on Zoom. We're going to do some role play today. Role play of all scenarios: sales conversation, site inspection, trade shows. We're going to do some role play today. Okay. So let's go into the Zoom, and I see all of you next Wednesday. Thank you so much, everybody. Love you all. Have a great Wednesday. Bye.